guys, how are you? I hope you're doing good. So today, inshallah, as you see, I am read one the second for story for today. Okay, so before I read one season, but right now I read number two, The Wall of Light. The Wall of Light. For a time, the Grey Cup no longer went near. No, I think it's no, yeah, it's the second, yeah. For the first one I read before, The Wall of Light, and I will try to read very good. I hope you like it, of course. For a time, the Grey Cup no longer went near the cave entrance. He finally knew from his mother to stay away from it. The feeling of fear was also growing in him, and fear too kept him away from the circle of light. When his mother went hunting, he slept most of the time. But when he was awake, he kept it very quiet and he stayed away from the cave entrance. But the cave was growing fast, and as he grew, he wanted to learn new things. His mother and fear kept him away from the circle of light for a time, but as he grew, he wanted to explore. One day, when his mother was hunting, he got up and moved towards the cave entrance. The light got brighter and brighter. Fear told the Grey Cup to go back, but he wanted to find out about the world, and so he went on until suddenly he arrived at the entrance. The light looked very different now. He could see the trees along the river. Above the trees was a mountain, and above that was a huge sky. Suddenly the Greycock felt very frightened. The hair stood up on his back, and he growled fiercely at the word. Nothing happened. The Greycock kept looking around, and because he was too interested, he forgot to grow and he forgot to be afraid. He stepped out bravely into the air and fell down the riverbank. He hit his nose on the ground and cried out. Then he rolled over and over down the bank. As he fell, he cried out in fear. Thank you to let me happy. Ola, I am. Thank you, Ola. At last, he reached the bottom of the bank and stopped rolling. He stepped up, crying, and licked the earth of his coat. Then he looked around. Once again, he forgot about being frightened. There was so much to look at. He nosed around in the grass. He looked at a big plant. Then he walked around a dead Ben tree. As he was sniffing at the tree, a square suddenly ran out in front of him. Frightened, the cat put his head down and growled, but the square was even more frightened and it ran up the tree. This mad the cat felt a little braver. He was learning fast. Some things here were alive and some things were not alive. The things that were not alive did not move, but the things that were alive moved around, and you did not always know what they were going to do next. The cub decided to explore a little more. He moved slowly at first. He kept knocking his nose against stick and things. The stone under his feet moved, and it felt very strange to him. But the longer he walked, the better he walked. He was lucky. On his first day out of the cave, without looking for it, he found meat just outside his cave door. He stepped through a bush and fell into a hidden ptarmigan nest. He sat up and found himself looking at seven baby ptarmigan. They were making a lot of noise, and he felt frightened at first, but then he saw that they were very small. He felt proud. He put his paw on one of the baby bird, and it moved around. He smelled and picked up in his mouth, and suddenly he felt very hungry. He closed his teeth, and warm blood ran in his mouth. It felt good, so he ate ptarmigan one by one. As he came out of the bush, he suddenly heard a loud noise. The mother ptarmigan ran towards him and started hitting him with her wings. At first, he hit his head between his paws and cried. Then he got angry. He bit into one of her wings and pulled. The ptarmigan pulled back, still hating. the cap with her other wing. The cap felt excited. This was his first fight. The live thing was meat and he wanted to kill it. He held on to the wind, growling between his teeth. Deep Ptarmigan kept screaming and hitting him with her free wearing. Then at last she stopped moving the cap and Sheep Ptarmigan lay on the ground and looked at each other. Then Deep Ptarmigan picked the cap nose with her beak. He pulled back, still holding on the bird's wing. She picked him again and again. Suddenly the cat forgot the existence of the light. Crying, he at last let go of Deep Ptarmigan. He turned around quickly and ran across to some bushes. There he lay down to rest, his nose still hurting. But as he lay there, the grey cat was suddenly frightened. Once more he could feel that something terrible was going to happen. He felt a rush of air on his face, then a large hawk flew gently down and locked hold of the Ptarmigan. The Ptarmigan screamed with fear as the hawk cried it up into the sky. The cat lay in the bush for a long time. He had learned many things. That they live things were meat. They were good to eat. But live things could also hurt. The cat suddenly felt very tired and he remembered his mother. At that moment, he wanted her more than anything else in the world, so he started to look for the cave. Yes, for the cave. But as the cat was walking along between some bushes, he suddenly heard an angry cry. Then a weasel appeared out of the bushes. The weasel loud cry made the cat hair stand up, and he growled at her. She came closer and closer. Then suddenly she jumped at him, beating into his drought. At first the cat growled and tried to fight, but his growl became a frightened little cry. He did not want to fight anymore. He just wanted to get away, but the weasel held on hard, pressing down his teeth. The grey cat was lucky that day. Suddenly the she-wolf came running through the bush. The weasel let go of the cat and hit into the she-wolf drought, but the she-wolf drew her bit back, shaking the weasel off. The weasel flew up into the air and the she-wolf caught in her mouth. She pressed her teeth down hard and she weasel was like She-Cap was very happy to find his mother, but the she-wolf was even more pleased to see him. She licked the cat in his neck together. The weasel then they went look at the cave to sleep. After his first adventure, the cat started to learn quickly. Every day he went a little farther away from home. But when he was tired, he found his way back to the cave. He was starting to understand how strong he was, and he was starting to know when he should be careful. He no longer fell over or walked into things. No, he moved like this, muttered quickly and silently. His need to kill was getting stronger every day. He realized now how powerful his mother was. She always brought him. She was afraid of nothing. He felt her power in other ways too. Now, when she was angry with him, she beat him with her teeth. He had to do what she wanted, and the older he grew, the fiercer she became. After a while, the cat started to hint with his mother. He watched her kill meat. Slowly, he became braver and one no longer. So, guys, I hope. And the law of meat eater eating, he knew that he did not have to worry about some animals. They were too small. Yes, they were too small to kill him, but other animals were more dangerous, and if he did not kill them, they would simply kill him. The cat had many things to learn the world was full a surprise. I hope you like it, my read, guys. See you soon in next time. Why not? Bye bye. Have a good night. See you soon. Bye bye, guys. See you soon.